Hello, hello, hello. Lady D is here. She's here. She's here. Yes, everybody. I was trying to get more people online so I could tell y'all about my story. Yes, honey. I told you on my YouTube channel, Lady D TV. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna cry. We're gonna be positive. We're gonna have a good time, and uh, I just wanted to talk to y'all today. I had a stroke. I want to say it was May the 4th, in 2020. And I'm going to tell you that day changed my life forever. Forever. Let me tell you, it was a typical day that I woke up that morning, uh, listened to my music and went through my day with my kids and everything. For that moment, it was like about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon or evening. And I went to the gas station to get my scratch offs and play my pick threes and pick fours and everything. Went to the liquor store, got my wine and my wine coolers. And then I went to get gas, and my tire um, blew out at the gas station. Thank God. I had to call my oldest son to help me to get my tire. So I was like, oh Lord, this is like a terrible day. So I can't wait, to get home. So after we did he did my tire, everything, ended up going straight home. Now, mind you, from the gas station where I was at, I was about 15 minutes away from my house, so I went straight home. And when I got, at that time, when I went down the steps to my apartment, I put the key in my door, and I had turned my knob to open my door, and next thing I knew, I just fell on the floor. I'm like, my leg just went out. So I'm down there on the floor trying to get up, and it's hard for me to get up. So I'm yelling to get somebody to come and help me up. I had my goddaughter in the apartment, and then my cousins were upstairs in their apartment, and my son should be walking in the door in a moment because he followed me home. So I'm sitting there, so I'm yelling, help, help, for them to come and get me off my floor. And nobody came. I didn't realize, y'all, that I couldn't talk, that I thought I was yelling help, but there was no voice out my body, whereas no one heard me. So all I could think of is that bottle of the coolers that I had. God gave me the strength to pick that bag up and throw those bottles on the floor. So as soon as those bottles hit the ground, my goddaughter came out the room and said, Mama, why is you on that floor? So while she's coming to see me on the floor, my son is coming in the building to see me on the floor. So they're picking me up. I can't talk or anything. So they walked me to the couch. So they immediately called 911, and my son called my dad. Uh, and while they're waiting for the ambulance, they're talking. God got me up to go to the bathroom, use the bathroom, and then I came and sat back on the couch. When I sat back on the couch, I couldn't move or anything anymore. I'm hearing everybody talking to me, over me. I can't say nothing. It's a middle of a pandemic. It was in May, and they just locked us down on March. Was it March the 15th, 13th, or something? So I remember that ambulance came in. They asked me my name, if I who I was. I couldn't talk. I knew how I was. I was talking in my head. I'm Detricia Beach. I'm, 44. I know who I am. But they can't hear me. I'm talking in my head. I'm looking at my dad's face and my son's face. So I didn't know what was going to happen to me. So they carried me in the ambulance to the hospital. So all I can think of, I'm looking to the inside the ambulance. I'm looking at the ceiling of the ambulance. I'm begging God, God, please help me. Please let me live. I can't leave my kids like this. I got 3 sons and I'm 44 years old. Don't let me go out like that. These people, the EMT workers, they're all talking to me. They're all saying things, and I can't respond. I can't move my body, nothing. I've never had a feeling like this in my life. I have been, I done been sick. I done had the flu, pneumonia. I done fell down. I done fought. I done had my ass kicked before, but I ain't never had no feeling like this. And we went they got me in a hospital. They did x-rays, CAT scans, everything, had me in these machines and everything. I'm going, at this point, it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, mind you, I had the stroke, or it's happened about 6 or 7. We've been in the hospital all this time where they're running tests on me and everything. And it was to a point where I was scared to go to sleep. I refused to go to sleep because I didn't think I was going to wake up. So I kept saying, then I couldn't call nobody. Nobody could call me. Couldn't nobody come with me. Nobody could get in an ambulance with me because it was the pandemic. It was the worst feeling in the world. So I can imagine those people that died with COVID and they was in the hospital by themselves. It was the worst feeling, to where I know that the only one that's going to come in the room is going to be a hospital staff, a nurse, a doctor. So now I'm trying to get through this. I'm trying to tell y'all the story. So they got me in the bed, got me in my room, everything. The nurses were so nice, beautiful nurses. They came in the room and let me know that my mom called, my dad called, my family called. So they were letting me know, that you're loved. People have been calling. So I'm just sitting there. And finally, I end up going to sleep. I kept waking up. Finally, about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Because you can't really sleep in the hospital anyway, because they kept coming in there and sticking me and all this stuff, trying to check on me. My blood pressure was high. My I have AFib, so my heart races sometimes. And realistically, a lot of my health problems was because of weight. I need to lose weight, basically. And now the next morning, I decided I'm gonna get up. I thank God for one waking me up where I was alive. So hi Tracy, how you doing? Thank you. But I got up that morning and then I went to use the bathroom. I just got up and went to the bathroom, washed my hands. I heard this alarm. Next thing I know, I come out the bathroom. There was like three doctors and a few nurses in there. They were like, "Mr. Beach, what are you doing? Going to the bathroom? You're supposed to let us know when you have to go to the bathroom. You're supposed to hit the button." So I said, I was trying to talk, but my words were chopped up and everything. But I heard one doctor says, "Well, first of all, how is she walking? How is she she wasn't able to walk or talk last night. She had a whole stroke. So now they want to take some more tests and do some things and uh, test me again and everything. They let me do breakfast, and then they immediately, when they test me, they were like, "Okay, everything's fine." Um, Basically, I had a blood clot because I take blood thinners, and I had a procedure because my heart, I had AFib, like I said, and it made my, I have two leaky valves. So they had to test that a week before, not, well, I say about 3 days before I had my stroke. So they took me off my blood thinners for 6 days. So they took me off blood thinners too long, so it formed a clot. So that's why. So my cardiologist had to come to the hospital. And when I tell you, him and his assistant came to the hospital room, seen me, and knew I had a stroke. And both of my doctors started crying in front of me. And they told me they were going to make this stuff right, that we're going to get this taken care of. I'm going to be okay, that it's not going to happen again. So, I'm already scared and stuff. And then you see your doctors crying, and then my primary care doctor came in and he was pissed. He was so mad at them because he felt that they was the cause of it. So, you know, I was just so happy to live. So let me tell you, they started me on physical therapy that same day. I had to walk, exercise. I started talking, but it was chopped up. That same day, like I said, the next day from me having a stroke, I came in the night before. So my dad came to the hospital and dropped off my laptop and my cell phone and everything so I could video chat my family. So that was the best thing. I was able to video chat my mom and my cousins and everything, and they took turns to watch me sleep at night when I would fall asleep, like just like if they were there. And let me tell you, within 3 days, they moved me out of the hospital to the rehab center across the street from the hospital. I was going through physical therapy, and then they stopped physical therapy because I was able to walk and everything, on my own. Thank God I don't have a limp. I don't have my right side. Everything is able. I'm able to use it. My face is, it's a miracle of God, So within 2 days of me being in rehab, they sent me home because they were like, no point of me being there because everybody else that was in the rehab, they couldn't walk, they couldn't talk, they couldn't do anything for them. I was their self. I was able to do everything for myself. And let me tell you, I went in on May the 4th, but I was home by May the 10th. It was on Mother's Day that I got to go home, and to see that my kids in person, and to see my grandson and granddaughter. Let me tell you, they were video chatting me in the hospital, and I'm gonna tell y'all, my will to live was for my kids and grandkids. And let me tell you, my grandkids was number one. I had to be there. Nana needs to be there for them. And I still feel this right now. I do everything I can every day because I need to be here for my grandkids, my boys too. I love my sons, but them little babies, they are little, my granddaughter is about to be 6 and my grandson is 5. Let me tell you, I had to work hard to um, get home, to heal, and I'm still not healed 100%. My speech sometimes, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I'm still not 100. I'm not the same person that I was before that, but I feel I'm a better person than what I was before that because I don't take life um, for granted now. Now it's like I got to be happy every day. I got to be positive every day. I can't let people piss me off and mess up my day and everything because I could have been gone in an instant. Not everybody understands what it feels like where you could have died. This was the worst feeling in the world, and I just thank God that he kept his hands on me and love and gave me grace. And, I kept praying, and I believed he was going to heal me. I refused it, that I wasn't gonna. I refused to be, disabled or not alive or my arms or whatever messed up. But I'm just so happy. I wake up every day. The first thing I do, thank you, Jesus. And everybody should do that. You should wake up every day positive. Thank God for waking you up because somebody didn't wake up. People pass away every 30 seconds of the day. You never know. You know, nothing is promised to us, but God and his love. So I just wanted to let y'all know my experience, what, people don't even understand. When we were going through the pandemic, we had to sit in the house. It was boring, and a lot of people got on YouTube and all this. And, I was living my best life, and turn around and had a stroke, and to not you couldn't get hugged, kissed, anything in the hospital. Nobody was coming in there. Nobody. And then I was so scared to be in the hospital because of COVID, and I'm like, oh, I'm in here in the hospital, and this is where all the people is for, COVID and stuff, and people was dying left and right. But the floor that I was on, it was basically shut down, where at least that's what they told me, to make sure, that they wanted to make sure I felt comfortable and everything. But it just, and it, I can't even um, tell y'all, the words. And I'm just so happy that I'm here to be with my kids and my grandkids. And I'm happy to be here on YouTube to tell y'all this story. I'm just, I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you don't like my channel or anything, just refer me to somebody else. Maybe your family member or somebody may need a message from me. God is here. And people need to understand God is here. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to lose your mind and go through things. Just have His faith and read your Bible, pray every day, talk to Him every day. God wants you to talk to Him for on everything. Look, I talked to God about brushing my wig. Lord, please let this wig look good on me today. Lord, please, can you help me lay this down? Everything. I include Him on everything. He probably get tired of me saying stuff. Because I always include Him in everything, in what I eat, what I do, uh, what I wear, you know, just like if people mess with you and bully you or whatever, you have to say, Jesus, help me, get intervene in this, you just got to pray and have faith. And I don't even know what else to say, y'all. I'm just, y'all done seen me at my vulnerable moment, and I'm sorry y'all had to see that, but I just wanted to let y'all know, and I want to thank y'all again. And y'all have a good night, and just say your prayers. And tomorrow is a new day. So whatever happened today, tomorrow is a new day. And one thing that I do, that I'm a firm believer of, you know, I may not be a beauty queen, I may not be, somebody else's whatever, but guess what? I do the best that I can every day. I'm going to do the best that I can for me and be the best me that I could be. And I'm going to always, as long as I know that, then I am fine. All right, now, Lady D is here. Good night.